So, good evening, calling the meeting to order at 4 minutes after 7. Welcome to the March 10th, 2026 Parks and Rec meeting. We'll begin with Pledge of Allegiance and then jump into our agenda. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, roll call. We have Dennis Cowan, chairperson, present. Tom Del Monte, present. Cheyenne, present. Lydia Jordan, online, present, and Brian, present. So, first part of our meeting is open for public comment. So, while this is the major portion of today's meeting will be dedicated to the annual park user meeting, if there's anyone that is not part of the annual park user meeting that wants to make a public comment, now would be your opportunity. So just speak up if you'd like to make a public comment unrelated to the park user meeting. Okay, great. Well, before we jump into the annual park user meeting, we do have to change the order slightly because we have 2 members who have to leave early for commitments for their children's school. But it won't take long. Before they leave, we need to vote on our minutes and filling our vice chair position. Did your schedule change?
Yes, I rescheduled it, so I don't need to leave.
Okay, so we will have a quorum. Okay, great. Then we will proceed with the annual park user meeting agenda. So I thank everyone from the different groups that was able to attend tonight in person and virtually. Tonight we're going to go over if your organization has confirmed your planned usage for 2026, and if you haven't confirmed, then when you plan to submit to our staff, your needs related to use, if they've changed since last year, what we can do to better support you, open discussion, and adjournment. So we'll start with, we have a group here in person, and we'll start with them before we go to those online. So we'd love to have you introduce yourself and
Greg Knox.
Thanks.
I'm here from Chip and Doty. I guess I'm my CYO or NAA. I can do either.
Both. Because Maureen can't attend tonight.
Melissa.
I'm sorry, Melissa can't attend tonight. So yeah, so you'll.
Yeah, Melissa said she usually sends. She told me yesterday she was going to send an email with everything.
Okay, good. So yeah, we'd love to find out from you if you have any feedback from last season related to things that we can do to help you for this season. Have you confirmed your schedule yet, etc.?
I think everything's pretty much the same as last year. I think everything's fine as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
I also, for the NAA, I do the field scheduling. Checks on my copy list. So if you have any questions about that, I can answer.
Okay, great. And so nothing else you want to bring up and review? We have a captive audience.
Jimmy didn't mention anything.
Okay, great.
If there's anything you need to know, I'd probably answer.
Yeah, this is just a format for the different groups to share feedback and with the Parks and Rec board. So, all right. Okay, well, thank you very much. So we'll move on to those online. I see we have Megan Lockman and Gigi. So we'll go with Megan in order of those on the list. Megan, the floor is yours to introduce yourself, the organization you're with, and any comments you have related to your group's use of the borough space.
Thank you. I very much sorry I'm not on video right now, but yes, I'm Megan Lockman. I am the new, as of last fall, executive director of Take a Breather Foundation. So if you've ever been doing the Narberth Run for years, you know that we're the group that puts it on. As someone who is from Narberth, I've run it, but this will be my first time being a part of running the backside of it. So I'm not sure I can give you too much on what we've done on from that in the past, only because I haven't seen it from this side before. But we're really excited. We did go ahead and submit all of our paperwork, and everything, as I understand it, has come through appropriately for our event, which will be held on Saturday, April 25th, with registration the evening before in the area of the basketball court where we set up just to get people registered for the run the night before. But I think that's as far as I know. And then, we'll do what we've apparently always done and have people throughout the borough pointing the way and letting folks know ahead of time what will be closed and that sort of thing.
Okay, wonderful. Does that conclude your comments?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. And we're excited for the event. It's always well attended. One thing, I'm going to put you on the spot. Last year, so we did our first movie night in the park, and we put a flyer advertising the event on the registration table just to remind people. So would you mind if we did that again? Just put a flyer for the May movie night on the registration table?
That would be wonderful. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. And we'll bring that by the morning of.
That's great. Just so you know, we no longer have an office space in town, but since I live in town, if you just want to contact me by email, I can run down to the Borough Hall and grab it.
Okay, great. Yeah, I live across the street from the park, so I can just bring it by the morning of.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, next we have Gigi Tevlin Moffitt. Gigi, good evening.
Hi, Dennis. Hi, everybody. I'm here from Friends of Sabine Park. So it's my first meeting with Parks and Rec in this way. So I don't really know what you're expecting from us or what I'm expected to do for you. So I'm just here to listen and learn, I guess, at this first meeting.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining us. So, yeah, we'd love to find out if there's anything that the Friends of Sabine Park have planned for this year, and if we're able to assist you in any way.
So I don't think that a calendar has been finalized. And I'm not quite sure what assistance would you be able to offer. So I guess that's my question. Tell me what that looks like.
Well, for example, the NA, if they noticed that there was a rip in the netting behind the backstop, they would bring that to our attention. Or if anything changed with their schedule that they need to review with us based on regarding the use of the ball fields. That would be an example of something we could assist with.
Got it.
You're doing an event and you need borough staff to, I don't know, empty the garbage bales an additional time, or bring by temporary additional.
Great.
Cardboard.
Great, got it. Got it. I don't see anything on deck for that kind of support, but if it changes, obviously we'll let you know. Thanks.
Thanks. Sounds good. Okay. Then it appears we don't have any additional park user groups online or in the room. Although we do have a gentleman who just came in. Are you with one of the groups that uses a community group that uses the park?
No, sir. I'm just a member of the public. Thank you all for having me here today.
Right. Thanks. Okay. Well, then, moving on to the next agenda item, which is to review and approve the minutes from the January 13th meeting. And I just wanted to let Megan know that, since we've concluded the annual park user meeting portion, you're welcome to drop if you wanted to, and you're of course welcome to stay online. All right. So can I get a motion to review the minutes from the January 13th meeting? All right. Motion, second? Seconded. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Right, it passes unanimously. The next item is to vote on the vice chair position. So Dennis Brogan moved on to another board at the beginning of the year, so that leaves that position vacant. So I wanted to have give everyone the opportunity to nominate a fellow Parks and Rec board member for the vice chair position. And what that entails is, if I'm not able to attend, you would run the meeting as an example. And if I need assistance interfacing with our staff for something related to Parks and Rec. So very straightforward. It's just to step in and be the face of Parks and Rec in my absence. So does anyone have anyone they would like to nominate?
Do they have to be on Parks already, or is there anybody?
Oh, correct. They have, it's going to be Lydia, Tom, Ryan, Jamie, and Cheyenne. One of you. And Jim, but Jim has served in that capacity before, so,
Okay.
yeah. And his travel schedule sometimes is inconsistent, or doesn't allow it to be, or consistently,
Is there a position where it could be two corporate vice presidents or something?
just a single.
Just a thing. I'm not reliable.
We're gonna keep it simple, but, it's just a single person.
Okay.
So I wanted to give everyone the opportunity. I have someone I'd like to nominate, but so if no one else has somebody, I'd like to nominate Cheyenne to be the vice chair. Based on her tenure and service, I think it should be a good fit.
Fine.
Okay, great.
I second that motion.
Okay, well, that was fast. So if there's nothing else we'd like to add,
Perfect.
then all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so that passed unanimously. Thank you, Cheyenne.
You're welcome.
Okay. Now we get to move on to the fun part, to finalize our movie selection for the May 15th and September 19th movie night. So we came up with a nice list of movies from during our last meeting, which I'll pull up for the May movie. And Jeff confirmed with the vendor that they could do any of those movies. So let me pull up a list and throw that on the screen. All right. So the movies we came up with the January meeting were Field of Dreams, Goonies, the Mario movie, Zootopia, Back to the Future, The Truman Show, Cars, Incredibles, The Princess Bride, My Neighbor Totoro, Up, and that is our list for the May movie.
And if it's not on that list, then the company didn't approve it,
Correct, the company
didn't have the rights to it.
well, no, they reviewed that list to confirm that they have those in stock,
Got it.
or they can play those.
Okay.
So we're gonna stick with that list instead of adding
Okay.
additional ones, so. All
I
right,
have a big list for future,
you do,
I do.
well, we could use that for fall,
I
because
have
we're also
some
gonna,
specific fall ones too, that are like Ghostbusters.
we love it, yeah, because we want to, we want to figure out the fall now too, just to lock in the vendor.
Okay,
But yeah, that was one that came up during the last meeting for the fall, was
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
that seems like the primary,
And I did watch it with my children recently, and it aged well, they laughed.
Okay.
Nothing, yeah, There was nothing, because it is PG.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Can
thanks.
you read the list again? Just 'cause I-
All right. We've got Field of Dreams, Goonies, Mario movie, Zootopia, Back to the Future, The Truman Show, Cars, Incredibles, The Princess Bride, My Neighbor Totoro, Up. That's it. So, anyone feel strongly about any of those movies? They're all great movies for kids.
Right. I would imagine that,
Except Goonies is a little scary
Yeah.
because the
Okay.
kids
And
help.
some languages.
Yeah, the kids help out. The kids
What
kidnapped.
about Back to the Future?
that would be my top pick of those.
Yeah, that has aged well,
Okay.
in my opinion.
I feel like Goonies is also kind of maybe more similar to other movies we've shown already, like group of kids goes on an adventure type of
You're right.
situation. Like, not that I'm opposed to showing it, but maybe something different for the next movie.
Yeah, my suggestion is Up.
Um,
That is just so sweet,
yeah,
sweet.
I like all of the Pixar movies. I imagine the Mario movie would be the most expensive to try to show.
Because it's the newest.
Newer.
Yeah, that's a good point, because as we saw last year, I mean, the movies were almost double in the cost difference.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I ask?
Really, even from-
What differences are?
Oh, we don't have a list of the cost differences for all these, but we just know last year that the Sandlot cost almost twice as much as ET.
But I mean, Sandlot is pretty old too.
It's just, who can explain the licensing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who owns what?
Yeah.
But I would imagine the newer animated are gonna be more expensive, like
Yeah.
Zootopia,
yeah.
Mario, and
Yeah.
perhaps Up. But you know what? Well, let's just come up with 2 great movies,
Okay,
and then Jeff will find out from the vendor the cost. And then we're not gonna start marketing or publicizing it until May.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Until a month before, so we have time to decide.
I think those two work. I mean, Back to the Future and Up.
I feel like, yeah, those are.
It's fine to me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with any of these, really.
I think The Princess Bride is a really good movie.
So
Yeah.
that's the top of my extended list.
Oh,
You could like jump into a different person in movie too. It makes sense.
Mhm. So good.
I would say that council, expressed big support for Back to the Future, but I like all of them.
Okay. Well, then we'll have Jeff find out the cost for Up, Back to the Future, and The Princess Bride.
So the way we do the contracts with the vendor, is we just do it a lot for it. If it costs more, then they eat that cost. If it costs under that, then they send us a check back.
Okay.
So the contracts are both signed for spring and fall.
Oh, really?
Yes, to lock in our dates.
Okay.
So the movie, if it's under our estimate, they'll send us a check. If it's more, then that's on them.
Really?
Okay. That's good to know. Well, then, in that case,
So we just get to pick now.
now we could let's just finalize it. So Up, Back to the Future, and The Princess Bride.
I want to flip a coin, honestly.
Yeah,
Like a 3-sided coin.
yeah. We
Or
can't do a
just
triple, we can't do a triple header.
Yeah.
It's a double feature for,
Up would also be your first cartoon showing, so that might
That's
be,
true.
Yeah.
I was in Acton last year. I mean, what was that demographic of attendance like?
That was a good show. Did we have 2 last year? One at Narberth
yeah.
and one at State.
May, we did April and September. The end of September, we did ET to get ready for Halloween. And that was, we had a wonderful turnout of, toddlers to young teens.
Yeah.
It's like Back to the Future is gonna be pretty abstract for, toddlers and.
Yeah.
and kids. But I don't know how many of them are gonna be in attendance.
Mhm.
I think you might get different ages depending on what movie you show.
Yeah.
All right. So it's up to us to figure this out.
I'm kind of feeling up now that it's like, although I'm surprised because I do love Princess Bride and Back to the Future. I see up at Fairbank Park with a bunch of little kids.
It's
I
not,
feel like Back to the Future
Yeah.
also work for the fall movie.
oh, that is a good point.
Because, you know, and also then we wouldn't have two back-to-back kind of sci-fi
Right.
choices.
Yeah, because Princess Bride is a fantasy genre.
Maybe we just do more movie nights. So we can watch.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a very long time
To
to
get
get
through
through my
the
long
list.
list even.
We could do a team night.
Yeah.
Goonies. But
Princess Bride, I feel like might be the most broad. I don't know. Is it how I haven't watched that in a long time?
It has-
I would agree with that too.
I watched it with my kids recently,
Yeah.
and it's aged well. They enjoyed it.
My kids too, like my 8-year-old was able to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like it would bring more.
But
And
also
then-
appeals to adults without kids.
Yeah,
It's still-
And then they're like, hey, that's the guy from Young Sheldon.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who looks exactly the same.
The same, like hasn't changed one bit. It's crazy.
So it looks like Up is leading the way here. So,
Any other folks
Yeah.
in the crowd?
I do like the idea of Up. I feel like it caters to a lot of different groups and ages.
Yeah.
and as Jeff said, it would be our first animated.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then the motion to go with Up. All right. Second, all in favor? Aye. All right, Up it is. All right. That was fun.
Do we want to do the fall one too?
Yes.
Back to the Future. Done. Just-
I don't,
What are the
I don't have a
Back to
strong-
the Future,
I don't have a
Princess
strong-
Bride?
Back to the Future, Princess Bride, Ghostbusters, I think.
What time of day is the showing? I think that impacts the vibes of the movie.
It's evening because we have to wait for it to get dark.
Oh, true.
7:30,
Okay.
7:30, 6:30 in the fall, I believe, so it's at dusk.
Okay.
I think I'm feeling Back to the Future, but my bad. But like as much as I love Ghostbusters for the fall, might be scary for younger kids.
That's a good point.
That's kind of my inclination too, is that I go for Back to the Future or Ghostbusters. We'll have
Okay.
the next fall for the other
Yeah.
opportunities.
All right, so I get the sense that Back to the Future is leading the way, so have a motion? Second,
Second.
all in favor? All
Um,
right, it's unanimous, Back to the Future. We'll be hanging out with Marty and Doc in the fall. All right,
All right.
good stuff.
You get that DeLorean.
Oh, yeah, you need to, do we know anybody who has a DeLorean there and get rid of this? And if so, would they be able to get permission to drive it onto like the fields? Now, actually, we're flip flopping, we're doing Sabine.
We're gonna say that spring.
Yeah, so it's all, so they can like, park it on the baseball diamond.
Wait, we're doing the fall at NARC, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're flipping it this year. And we haven't gotten any response. I'd send another email to any food vendors, so that would just be a nice to have if anyone wants to come. Or one or two trucks before the movie starts, but nobody has responded with a commitment.
I need to run. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Dennis, I'm sorry. It's really hard to decipher who's speaking.
Oh, it is, okay. Now,
And
did-
so
ahead.
I have two questions, and there's no like raise hand mode in this particular like Zoom kind of a call thing. It doesn't really matter, but I'm sorry to interrupt is all I'm trying to say. You were saying September 19th, Back to the Future, and then of course May 15th would be Up. And are there rain dates proposed at all?
Yes, the rain dates for each are the following day at the same times, and that will be
Okay.
publicized beginning next month.
Okay.
Now,
And then where are these events posted? Like
so,
where do people find them?
all right, so when we start advertising next month, they will be in the borough newsletter and on the borough billboards that are throughout the town. There'll be an 8.5 by 11 flyer.
Could also put them on the.
And we'll also post them on the two Narberth community Facebook, the Narberth community Facebook groups,
Right.
NBA's
Okay.
Facebook group. That's how we did it last year, and we had great attendance at both.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And then you, the Friends of Sabine, you're of course welcome to post that in any of your email distros.
Thank you.
But all right. Yes, so the camera has it been focusing on the person as they were talking, Gigi?
Yeah, no, not at all. I just get like this very landscape shot of the room. So I don't even know who's there because it doesn't like zoom in and it doesn't like, it's not, it's not so great. It's
Okay.
fine though. It'll be fine.
Thank you for the feedback. Okay, so we finalized the movie selection. And we talked briefly about the promotion planning. So actually we talked thoroughly about it. Those are all the different ways we're going to promote the movie. Are there any other suggestions beyond those? Okay. Perfect. Then we will get next month, beginning of April, we'll have the borough start including it in the newsletter. Well, actually, it won't hurt to get it in the March newsletter, so we could do that. And then the flyers, Jeff's crew can put those out the beginning of April, end of March, beginning of April. And then the Facebook groups. Who reached out to the Facebook groups last year? Okay. Would you be able to do that once we get the flyer made? And it's
I
great.
also did posted it on the HSA.
Oh, that's right.
School groups, yeah.
I feel like even if you have flyers, I don't mind walking around, keeping ballot trail or, I don't know, just putting some at other post offices or something, I don't know. Like not just in our neighborhood.
There's a big kid event this Saturday, the rubber time, and it was an always good opportunity to come.
Yeah, yeah.
See lots of young
I'll have
guys.
flyers that same that we do.
There's a kid event this weekend.
So the
MBA's, what content?
Okay. Well, then
Something.
I'll see if I'll email Kelsey tonight with our selections, and if she's able to turn it around by Friday, because what we did last year is we put it in the windows of several stores, like from Jenny's to Sweet Maples.
Yeah.
That was successful in promoting it. So
It is awfully early though, too. I don't think it's,
Yeah.
necessary to be
okay,
giving people flyers yet. Also,
all right. Well then,
Dennis,
yes.
if I could ask you just to forward everything to me and then I can forward it to staff. And I do think probably this part is a little bit too soon.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, then we'll stick with the promotion beginning at the end of the month so that they can put it in the newsletter at the end of March. And then we can have the flyers put in the windows, the various stores at the beginning of April. Okay, great. Then moving on to the next item, food trucks. I mentioned that already. No one confirmed that they would be able to attend the movie night. So if they change their mind, great. It would be nice to have. And
I was gonna say to that, there's a couple of smaller, big kids. I know that she came to the Narber concerts with just a couple a table, which is some big food, so maybe might not have like a food truck if they don't confirm, but maybe we get a table.
What was the vendor's name?
One was care packages, maybe, she kind of does little pop-up events,
Okay.
and there's another one that's at, they go to, the Narberth Farmers Market, maybe it was Narberth's. I'll have to look.
If you know them, you can let her know.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. And
We could also see if a group like the Narber Scouts or the Marion troop would be interested in running popcorn as a concession.
have they started selling the?
Not that I know of, but I know the Marion Cub Pack does movie nights and they've talked about getting a popcorn machine. And so if they had such a machine that they could also bring gear and like sell popcorn, twice a year, that could potentially pay for the machine.
Popcorn and water ice, but in the spot, I feel like that's kind of perfect. Soft pretzels.
I agree.
We open up the snack stand,
Getting the snack stand?
isn't that by the basketball courts, we just, open that up and have a bunch of, or not? What? Like the Narberth Park, the snack, but at least when I was younger, there was a snack concession.
Oh, you mean the building where the bathroom is?
Yeah, it's connected to that, yeah. That's where we get all our water ice and snacks in there, that's still there.
Would they sell old school cups of water ice with the wooden spoons?
It was like the kind, like.
You probably have to staff it on your own, I think,
Like
each of yours
Spoons,
run their
yeah.
own sections out of
Yeah.
that, so.
You had to like.
Okay.
It's like a space, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the.
If we did it in ours, we could just open that up and just do soft pretzels, water ice and popcorn if we had there or something. No.
Wouldn't we have to organize it?
Do that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to make that up.
up for water ice.
Go to Pretzel Factory. A case of pretzels.
Well, if we deliver our own popcorn, we have to get like help permits or anything like that, and making popcorn is not that.
That's good.
Renting a popcorn,
We just need like a heat source and a giant pot.
to rent a popcorn machine.
We just buy one for the area. Just throw it out.
I don't know if you need one. 4th of July festival, they don't sell, do they have popcorn machine there? I don't remember one. But I'm not
Think
sure.
about budgeting for it in our next year
We could
request.
rent a
Like,
popcorn machine.
only a popcorn machine.
But I like the idea of seeing if the Marion Pack, if they have a machine, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
come here.
I know they don't have a machine, but I could ask if they're interested in buying one and then also filling out.
Yeah, we could be there. No,
For any of the scouts, I mean, I don't have kids in that age anymore, but, I mean, from a service projects, like, could they, depending on how it's positioned, if we, to the point of staffing it, right, if we're able to just, again, go to Philly Pretzel Company and whatever water ice and Costco or what have you. I mean, someone just to staff and sell, sometimes the different scout groups.
but we need to,
I think
it would be a fundraiser
I
opportunity
think
for
if
them.
it's a fundraiser, they don't consider it service.
Okay,
The service is more like just doing,
Stuff,
for doing it.
right,
yeah.
okay.
yeah, those are fall into fundraiser. Service would be fixing something,
Usually it's.
donating your time
Yeah.
to whether it's helping out, feed the homeless, go something like that, but
Gotcha, okay.
that would definitely be fundraiser.
We can keep the money so they're not fundraising. Just give it back to the pay for the movie. Okay.
Do you have one of your kids in
All my
that
kids are,
In
yeah,
the
I
Marion
wanted
Pack.
the troop and 2 in the Cup Pack.
Okay. Well, then,
And they do a lot of like joint purchasing stuff.
so you'd be able to check with
So
them.
I'll check with them, yeah.
If they want to use it as a fundraising opportunity, that would be great because they would be getting the stuff and selling it, and then that would be for them. That would be wonderful. Okay. All right, on to Elm Grove Land programming update.
Okay, that's me.
Yes.
Okay, so I need to reach out to Rebecca
Mhm.
for the contact information, but I don't know if this would be considered new business. Because I was thinking, you know, even if I have those, what is it called? What did you say? What are you calling it? Not activation, but, programs, like, if I have programs there, I feel like it would be nice if there was something to draw people in a little bit, like a little bit of discovery to be had there. So I was gonna actually call Jeff, and like I said, tell me if this is, you know, should be offline or, new business, but I was thinking if there was a way that we could do like a giant, I don't know, checkerboard with turf paint or even tiles that we could put in the grass, could be checkerboard with slices of wood, just to kind of create interest, and a picnic table, you know, just like little things like that, just so it's not just grass and us sitting on a picnic, you know, just I feel like I want to create a little bit of interest there. I've also reached out to Narber, they're doing fairy houses, and so I thought it would create interest to put the little fairy houses just in on the road, but also that's on the side of like I do want to still do these programs, but it was just an idea to create a little bit more pull, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? To create interest in the park, because I just feel like I'm not sure if if there's a program there, I'm not sure if I would want to go. Like what's there? There's not much there, you know.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Am I ahead of myself? I can do that.
No, not at all. If there's a picnic bench there, then there needs to be a receptacle.
Okay,
So people can generate trash.
okay,
So that's a consideration
yeah,
that we have to take into account and get buy-in from Public Works.
okay,
So, and then they would have to move one of the extra tables that we have here. So when 3 years ago, we got approval for 2 park benches.
okay,
The thought was if eventually one of them could be moved to Grove
Yeah.
if needed.
okay,
They're definitely getting utilized in the park.
okay. And I feel like even more so than just a picnic or just to create that interest, like I said, just that was just one of my things. I am calling Rebecca's the bug person, who's still the Lower Merion Conservancy for that creek access for the younger kids. But it was just a thought that I feel like would be really fun to have that type of interaction. So nothing of priority, but just a thought if I was able to collaborate with Jeff on that. Yeah.
So put you on the spot, Jeff. Am I correct if we put a picnic bench, then we'd have to have a receptacle? Or not?
Well, I mean, I think having a trash can there would draw people to leave trash there. If there's not one there, then they're likely to take it with them.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good point.
Well, if there is one there, they'll leave trash there.
You'd be surprised at those little tests that we do around town, putting trash cans and
Yeah, yeah,
keep them there for a week or two and put them elsewhere.
that's fascinating.
And before long, there's household trash. Yep.
Wow.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Especially in close proximity to town.
Yeah.
But then the effort to bring a table over, that's small effort to bring a table over.
Yeah, because I think I always account for park furniture replacement in our park open space budget each year. You know, so last year we bought 6 new composite shortened the benches. They were 6 foot, but we bought them 5 foot. So they're 100% recycled material. We're just trying to get away from the concrete ones, you know, the concrete bench ends and the wood, you know, because that's just maintenance, you know, where these is a quick power wash and we're done. So I think a lot for like 4,000 to 5,000 each year in replacing, you know, just straight benches and picnic tables. So if we want a lot one for there, we just have to get buy-in from my powers to be on putting one over there.
this is my other thought being on picnic bench, and I have to go back to the checkerboard too, is, I do have BYOC, it's a bring your own craft event with Narber Park. they are going to use that area April, May, and June probably for their little event. Just people come together, you bring your own craft. Some women have been older women that might need a spot to sit. That's what maybe like somewhere of a landing.
Okay.
Okay, there's that. And then what was the other one? Is it all on a hill? Like, would you, like, if we were to do the checkerboard or like a large one, is that something that you could still do? Even though it's a little bit on a hill?
Yeah, I think we would just have to pick a spot there, you know, it's relatively flat.
And would you be okay, like, we did get donated 24 by 24s, 12 by 12s. If it killed the grass in that area, would you be okay with that? Or would you rather turf if that's just not permanent?
If they're gonna be wood, I wouldn't want them to be there permanently, because we're just gonna build the turf there.
Okay.
You know, sprayable turf paint is cheap, you know, it's
Yeah.
like a couple bucks a can, you know, you're probably looking at half an hour of painting blocks, you know, if there's events or, you know, if you're posting something on the weekend, you know,
Okay, got it.
that's not a huge ask.
It wouldn't be, you would want it to be like a permanent thing for people just to go and wander and just better though, is that what you're saying?
I would wanna explore something to make it permanent.
Okay,
And, you know, kind of weigh that in, you know, our existing plan for there, and, you know, where it could fit in if it is going to be a permanent.
because I was thinking something impermanent, because I know there's big plans for that part. So I was like, something that's easily like removable, I'll go and remove them. So, just something fun, but I know that the program, I was gonna have kids come and make fairy houses within that space as a program and make little fairy houses or something, as an activity. So that was my other idea, just with the materials found within the park. That's what I have so far. That's my
Sounds
update. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I also just wanted to mention, I talked to, the chair of, the Narberth EAC,
Yeah.
and they're willing to kind of collaborate on thinking of some sort of programming. for Albert
Amazing.
Park too.
Yes. Wait, who is it? Narberth?
So it's the Narberth Environmental Advisory Committee. The chair is Lee Davis, and I can send you the kind of information to you.
Okay.
So perhaps like a meeting with him and also Maureen from Lower Conservancy.
Okay. I actually totally forgot about our sustainability with that. I think I was supposed to leave with that. Sustainability
Yeah, that's,
programming, yeah,
that's
okay.
okay. Any order is fine.
Okay.
Well, thanks for doing that legwork and, yeah, it sounds like you've got several options, which is nice.
And next time I will have Rebecca's information with all the people that she has spoken to.
Wonderful. Then on to any new business for our next meeting. Jean?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, probably after the next council meeting, FNA has been discussing kind of restructuring of the reporting structures for Public Boards and Commission.
For the what?
For the reporting structure for Public Boards and Commission.
All right.
So Parks and Rec may change, and it may now report to infrastructure. They thought that made more sense logically.
Okay.
A lot of the projects will be infrastructure related. So the chair of that committee is Mike Samuelson. So that has not happened yet, but that should be voted on at our next council meeting. So probably the April meeting, maybe a different reporting structure.
Okay, thanks for the update. Any other new business from the rest of the board? Okay, well then, if there's nothing else, then we can adjourn. Do I have a motion to adjourn? All right. 1 and 2,
Yeah.
all in favor? All right. Meeting adjourned at 7:48 PM. All right, thanks for joining us, Gigi. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.